Always a joy when you get to speak with one of the leading batsmen of our time, Sunrisers Hyderabad skipper Kane Williamson's with us. Kane, thanks for your time. Middle of a busy IPL. Tell us about the challenge of leading an IPL franchise, the dynamics that are involved in the league, of knowing the Indian guys better. How different is it to leading a New Zealand side? Is it more challenging on occasions?
Yeah, there are a number of differences, but a number of similarities as well. I suppose on the field there's a lot of similarities, and one of the main differences you're playing with guys from all over the world, and also captaining essentially an Indian side. So there are a number of people to get to know and get familiar with. So then when you're on the park, you have a clear understanding. So that's something that we're always learning all the time, and it's been really good so far. The guys have been great, and also there's a number of leaders in the group as well, which is fortunate to learn from and help with the growth of this side, and guys that have captained their countries, and also other guys within the group that have captained their Indian domestic side. So far it's been an experience that's had some differences to the international captaincy, but one that's been enjoyable as well.
What's been your formula, mantra, to approaching a T20 innings? You like Virat Kohli is considered a classical batsman who tries to play conventional strokes, yet find that winning strike rate in T20 cricket. How have you handled it?
Yeah, I mean he's world class, isn't he, Virat, and been batting beautifully. And for me, it's about, I suppose, adapting my game and making those subtle changes from the other formats. A lot of it, I suppose, upstairs in terms of the mental approach and what you need to try and do in the situation, and having a clear role. So I think those things are important. And also, I guess, knowing your limitations is important. You go and play against guys, Gale and De Villiers and these sorts of guys that are batting outstandingly well and leading the way, and you know that actually you need to look to play your game as best you can for the team, rather than trying to hit it over 100 metres, which won't happen certainly too often. So that's fine. You try and do it your way for the team and the role that you have.
For someone who's compared so often in the media, with Virat in terms of being a leading all-format player, your thoughts on Virat as an opponent and a batsman, what you've seen from a distance?
He's certainly leading the way in all formats. He's a world-class player. In the last sort of few years or so, he's just scored a phenomenal amount of runs and leading India extremely well, and they've had a lot of success. So certainly a player that I admire watching and playing against as well.
A question where you can put your captaincy hat on again. The form of the side so far, I mean, tough with all the injuries around.
Yeah, we've had a number sort of injuries in the last game, which is unfortunate, but I suppose is the nature of sport. And I think as a group, we do have a bit of depth in the squad, which is important, and will be called upon, obviously, with the injuries. But it was a very good start, and we've had a couple of really close games which have been on the wrong side of the result with. So once again, it's important that we just go back to what we're trying to achieve as a team, and take those small steps forward rather than perhaps chasing the win after a couple of losses. So it was nice to get the first 3 games as victories, and we've got another big game coming up tomorrow night. But all games are tough, and a lot of them have been close. So it is important we focus on what we need to do as a team.
A final one to you, Kane. Rashid going for a few runs. I mean, obviously world-class bowler, but does that worry you? The fact that some might think they've found a way to deal with him.
Obviously a world-class bowler, like you say, and 2020 cricket is 2020 cricket, where any bowler at times gets put under pressure, and the last couple, no matter who that is, they always want to do it a little bit better. And Rash is extremely hard worker, and they're just 2 games where he has gone for a few. So he's looking forward to the next challenge. And for a long time he's been a real game change player for us, and it's something that I guess anyone experiences. So a good thing to learn from, and a challenge I'm sure that he's looking forward to each game as it comes, and being that player that makes a difference.